Women are supposed to like you the way you are, not what you have or what you possess. See what I mean? They're supposed to love you for who you are and what you are. The moment you start thinking that women are gonna love you for what you have, that is when you're gonna get heartbroken in a future or near future or maybe uh, far future. See what I mean? That's why what you have don't define who you are. You know, you may have a lot of money, you may have a lot of wealth, but if you don't have game in your mind, you're gonna be heartbroken. You know, having all that is not bad, but you're gonna have game. You know, you're gonna need to have game just to know if these chicks like you for who you are and what you are, not just for what you have. That's why a lot of these chicks they being clever just to make you think that they want you for who you are, but uh, they really want you for what you have. See what I mean? That's why when you have game, you're gonna know that you're gonna decide for chicks that are into you and those that are not. See what I mean? That's why it's very important for you to think, you know. And game is really important for a man to have. That's why you wanna be seeing a lot of chicks. It's very important, you know, when you deal with a lot of chicks, it's very important because you're gonna have a lot of experience, and when you have experience, it's gonna be easy for you to notice chicks that are really into you for what you are and those that are into you for what you have. See what I mean? Uh, Especially those that are into you for what you have, they can replace you with another guy for what they have, or maybe they still or maybe if they don't replace you for a guy with another guy, or they might just gonna cheat on you more and more and more. See what I mean? Because they were never attracted to you from the jump. And a guy who has game is gonna notice a chick who is attracted to him from the jump, you know. Because if you do not like me now, I don't want you to like me later in the future because you see me driving a Lamborghini. See what I mean? That is why you should always be careful with these women. You know, they are very clever, more than you can possibly imagine. You know, they are human beings too. You know, the mistake that we do, that men do today, is to believe that women are stupid. That is a mistake that men believe. You know, they believe they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. You know, they believe they can be weak. You know, they can do what they can, just be too comfortable with women, and that is a bad thing that men are doing nowadays. You know, they are showing a lot of weakness from to these women, and no wonder why these women are cheating on you. These women are not respecting you. You know, these women are not treating you the way you are supposed to be treated. See what I mean? You know, I know a lot of couples that got together, that the female just wanted a guy for what he had. And I know a lot of couples, you know, they never got along very nice. You know, she wasn't really sexually attracted to him, so she will starve him sexually, you know, and saying a lot of bunch of excuses. You know, the guy we really wanted sex, but she was starving, and then she was cheating on him with some other bad boys. I know a lot of couples that, you know, and that is why as a man you should really have game. game is so fucking important. Because when you got game, the only person that you are supposed to love first is you. Only you. You know, because when you love yourself first and you put yourself first, you're gonna open your eyes. It is gonna make you open your eyes to see who is real and who is fake. But a lot of these people, they don't love themselves. That is a problem that they're having, you know. Because when you don't love yourself, you're gonna look for validation from other people. And when you look for validation from other people, they're gonna notice, they're gonna realize how thirsty you are from other people's validation, other people's love. And that is the only thing that is gonna make you feel, that is gonna make them feel like you are miserable because you don't love yourself. So I mean, that is why it is very, very important for a man to love himself first. This is the mistake that all these people do. You know, you may have a lot of money, you may have a lot of health, but when you got a good woman around you, that's gonna make you more better. See what I mean? That is gonna make you not lose a lot of money. That is why you gotta be careful out there with these women. You know, when she's gonna, especially these ones that are looking for marriage. You know, they wanna marry you, and after some few years they wanna split in half your money that you have, and then you're gonna be miserable. You're gonna be half broke, and you're gonna be miserable because you don't have that wife that you used to love, but she never loves you, and then you're gonna miss her. That is when you're gonna realize that you never loved yourself from the jump. See what I mean? That is why I keep telling you, you really, really have to be more careful, you know, because when I tell you the number one rule of the game that you're supposed to have is to love yourself. This is the number one rule, undisputed. You know, when you love yourself, this is the first rule that you're supposed to have. You know, you gotta love yourself more than your parents, more than your kids, more than everybody. See what I mean? And when you love yourself, you're gonna start realize that you are your own God. See what I mean? Of course, God exists, but you know, we are His image. You know, we human beings, we are the image of God. So when you start seeing yourself as a God, that is the first sign that is gonna show you that you love yourself. This is why you're gonna see a wife who is married to a rich millionaire or billionaire guy who is still gonna cheat on him with a broke dude. And this shit is so embarrassing. See what I mean? And she's always gonna wanna cheat on him with the broke dude. This is how women always think, and how shit are always gonna be, you know, because you know, you're gonna choose a very, very pretty, the prettiest chick, but she can't cook. You're gonna choose the most beautiful women who is a 10 out of 10 that you're gonna wanna marry, but she can't clean. You're gonna choose maybe a 9 out of 10 or maybe a 9.5 out of 10, but she's disrespectful to you. And then you're gonna wonder, you're gonna ask yourself, like, what more could I should have done just to make her love me more and respect me more? Because you believe that you already have did a lot, you know, by providing to her, making sure that she has everything that she wants and that she needs, but it's always not enough. See what I mean? Even when you have game, you know, because the game never ends, you know. And what I mean by the games never ends, that means that you never stop loving yourself. Because when you love yourself, you can never tolerate somebody to disrespect you. or just do some kind of stupidest thing that can happen to you when she's not attracted to you. See what I mean? That is why when maybe she disrespect you one time, you always have to warn her that if she does it, you're gonna tell her to delete your number and she never talk to you anymore. This is what real men do. But because you are a bitch, you can never tell that to a fucking female.